bag. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Mid beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I show.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes, a cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Bridgestone, grab it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Go. Don't get nervous.
Now Saquon Barkley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Safety scraping. You draw Porter. 5. Go.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle.
60 or.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot. Yeah. Steve Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Break. Wait, set. Wide, 80. 54 Mike. I got him. Check 13. Check 13.
And now Bruce Arians, with the play clock running low, is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Mike by 4. Tackles, tackles. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Chest. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
80 weapons. Check 9, check 9. Check 24, check 24. Hey, 66. Regular.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
X3, 218, jump. Man, that's trash.
Here's Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. And Rosas puts this one through. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Wait, 20.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll toss it to Miller. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
To throw is Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Here we go. Slam. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Second and 10 at the 19.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. An option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league without mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hit.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 77 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
On second down now, it's Jones. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the bootleg, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Switch. Yo, jackrabbit, come on. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the kick by Rosas is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. A strong running. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Okay. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Hey, switch gears. Look at me. Zip your life.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. He's got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 2, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready? 45, Mike, 45. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready?
From just shy of midfield, Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He may try and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 7 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Sugar.
On first down, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jones has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 41, Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Jam. Rip.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 4. Check 4. Check 37. Check 37. Check 31.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Haywood.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watch out.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Chase that. Alabama, 380.
55 to Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just